Hey guys, so today we're gonna go see The Little Mermaid, so hop along and watch with me. So just got out of Little Mermaid. What did I think of it? Was it worth it? Is it the best live action Disney movie? And is it a good adaptation? Let's dive in a little bit into a few more details. Right, okay, so let's reflect now on the Little Mermaid live action movie. So overall, wait for it, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was the best live action musical that remake that Disney have done recently. I think I haven't been a fan of virtually any of them, really. It's like they've been okay. It's like Mulan. I enjoyed Mulan. I know a lot of people don't, but I enjoyed Mulan because it was different, and they actually said that at the beginning. They said this is a different tale, pretty much. So I enjoyed that they established that. Going forget about the animated movie. It's a completely different story. So I enjoyed that. So with Little Mermaid, I thought they were very true to the Disney animated version, and I did enjoy that. There were changes in it, which we will go on about in a little moment now, but I thought it had enough in there of the original story. Obviously, it's not the original story because the original story was by Hans Christian Andersen. And it was a very darker story and completely different twist. But saying about Hans Christian Andersen, there was a quote right at the beginning of the movie from Hans Christian Andersen saying about mermaids can't cry. So that's why they have to suffer. And that was a bit of important symbolism right at the start and at the end of the movie. I'm not going to say any more about that, but just watch out for that yourselves. So what else about the movie? It's like, obviously it's a musical, and my gripe about a lot of the Disney animated remakes or the live action remakes of the animated musicals is they have a lot of the original songs, which is great, but then they mess them up, they screw around with them, and to me it doesn't work very much, really. Beauty and the Beast, Emma Watson's voice is heavily auto-tuned, and you can tell that they didn't really mess around with the structure of that song, but because she wasn't really a singer and with this auto-tune that you could clearly hear, it didn't work. Whereas in Little Mermaid, with Part of Your World, she is a fantastic singer, and I just thought that was great. It's like there were little tweaks to how the song was with like the arrangement of the melody, but it was very good. She is an amazing singer, and I did enjoy that. And with Beauty and the Beast as well, there was the Beauty and the Beast song, or as everyone calls it, Tale as Old as Time. They say in there it's very true to the original, and I loved that. I really enjoy that. But then with Be Our Guest, that kind of messed up a little bit. So with this one, that kind of song you would look at would be Under the Sea. Now they did change that, and the gripe that I do have about that scene is that you didn't have that whimsical thing with the bass played the bass and the bass played the brass and all stuff like that. It didn't really make sense a little bit with that, and I'm pretty sure at some point they say about the fish, and it is on screen is dolphins, and dolphins are not fish. So that's a little gripe on there. But saying that, it was great. It was very fun, and yeah, it didn't catch away from anything. Another thing with the music is in these live action remakes, they do tend to have new songs in them, and there was 4 new songs in this. So the first song was, forgive me if this isn't in the correct order, but the first song that comes to my mind is Ariel's song after she's given her voice. Now, people go, why is she singing? Because she hasn't got a voice. It's in her head. So that's really good there to me, that she still had her song and she was going through it and seeing what she was thinking about. Because it's the first time she stood up and it's like she's struggling to stand up and things like that, which is really good. I enjoyed that a little bit there. The second song then that springs to my mind is Prince Eric's song, and it's good for him to have a song, but I felt like it was very much like the Beast song in the live action Beauty and the Beast, and I don't like that song. The melody was very similar to me from my memory, because I didn't like that song really. I haven't heard it a lot, but that's what was sticking in my mind there. Then you had another Ariel song again in her head, and now what was great with that is she's singing and then all of a sudden the surrounding area goes black and she starts singing through her voice, because you're in her head then, and I like that because it's not just her like singing away, but you can't see her lips moving. So I did quite like that look there. And then the fourth song is a rap. This is Lin-Manuel Miranda, after all, writing some of these songs, and it was a rap by Scuttle. When I heard this, because I listened to the soundtrack first as we were on our way to the cinema, and I was like, oh, I don't really like this, it's neither here nor there. But when you put it in the scene, it actually is quite funny, and I enjoyed it then. So I do quite like the scuttlebutt. It was, yeah, I enjoyed it. It was quite good then. So the only one I really didn't like was Prince Eric's song there. I did like the fact that with Prince Eric, you know more about him. In the animated film, you don't really get to see much about him or know more about his character and things like that, but you do in this, and it was great. It's a great storyline to go there. I'm not going to be giving you major spoilers in this, guys. I'm just talking about little things. I want you to go watch it, so I'm not going to go into fine details for them. But then it was really good as well in it, where when Ariel gets her legs, we all know that she gets her legs, and then she goes in and meets him and stuff, and he's disappointed because she can't talk. So it's like it couldn't be the woman that saved him, and then they have to fall in love together. Now I did like that, and you see them fall in love. They go on a day out together, and it's not just a random boat ride, and with the kiss the girl and things like that. It's like I really enjoyed that whole narrative arc there, that they have to become that to get together and things. And going back to that Kiss the Girl song, they changed the lyrics in it because it is kind of rapey, if you're in it. It's like, don't ask for permission, just go in and kiss. But they've changed the lyrics now a little bit to say ask for permission to kiss her. So yeah, I like that it's a subtle one. Times are changing now, so Disney are moving with the times. If you think that's woke, then well, that's totally up to you. It needed that, because you can't keep on going like that. You can go around and kissing everyone you want and stuff like that. But no, I'm not going to go preach into it, but I liked that bit there. So that was really good. So Lin-Manuel Miranda is like, you can tell some of the songs that he's tweaked a little bit on there, because it's his flair and things really on it, and you know his kind of flair by now. Yeah, so the other story arcs, I liked the fact that Ursula was more of a villain, because in the animated version, to me, she made Ariel sign a contract and she breached the contract. Yes, she did like kind of go in and bewitch Eric and things like that, but hey ho. But in this, from the start, you've got Melissa McCartney, who done a fantastic job as Ursula, I gotta say. She was telling a story of like watching Ariel and things like that, and scheming from the start. So that is a clear villain there. Also, she reveals that she is King Triton's brother, which you don't see in the original first movie. So that was good to know there, that they've expanded on a lot of the story points on there. They expanded on when Ariel sings, it's her siren song, and that's what heals Eric. He drowned. Her siren song brought him back, and whereas as it usually lures people into to the rocks, sailors into the rocks. But yeah, it was good to know that. But also another story point like that was right at the beginning. They didn't have the big, massive party and with the song and everything. They just had a meeting. Triton had a meeting with his daughters, and he explains that they're the daughters of the seven seas, which you don't really know about that in the animated movie. So that was pretty cool there. A lot of points that people don't like is that they don't like Flounder as well, that he is very realistic. But I did. I thought it's like it didn't detract from the story at all. He wasn't in it a lot, to be honest, and because he wasn't this big plumpy fish, but the actual fish that he is supposed to be is a smaller, slimmer fish. So yeah, it's like, to me, it was fine. Really enjoyed that there. But no, overall, I thought it was a fantastic one, and many people are now going to say, "Or it's the downfall of Disney because that's all they're going to do is live action movies." But the thing is that you got to think about it from a business point of view. Is we grew up with these films, so, and even like stuff like Moana, it's like that's quite a distance in kids' age now, really. So they're bringing out these live action movies as along with newer cartoons as well, but they're bringing these out so they can retell it to a new generation of children, and that's what people are forgetting, is for the next generation of Disney fans, if you will. And with Ariel, now it's like, I thought Halle Bailey was fantastic. She was an amazing singer in it, absolutely fantastic singer, great actor as well. And also, did I mind that she was black? Not at all. This is a brand spanking new Little Mermaid story. She did still have her red hair. And am I angry that they've brought the live action meet and greets into the parks? Not at all, because that's a new Ariel. They still have their traditional 90s Ariel there as well. So it's like they're not going to get rid of either of them. They're all going to be there to stay. At the moment, the Ariel meet and greet is in, so the live action Ariel meet and greet is in Hollywood Studios, and to me, that's a perfect fitting for it. Now, whether they will bring out, so the voyage of the Little Mermaid is still currently closed. Now, whether they're going to bring that out now and do a live action movie theatrical show of it, I think that will work. It's like, you don't have to have the dialogue in between the songs. You could just have the songs to explain the story and stuff like that. I think the arrangements, the compositions, and the new songs, along with the way that they were singing them as well, I think was very Broadway. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do see a Little Mermaid Broadway show in the next few years, really. But yeah, I highly recommend watching it if you haven't already. If you have, pop a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of it. I really want to get engaged in this. Do you agree with the points that I've just made in this video? Let me know. It's like, it's okay to have different opinions, and we'll have a little bit of a chat about them as well. But that, yeah, that's that, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and we got lots and lots of videos planned as well. But until next time.